Karl Lagerfeld is best known for his work at Fendi and Chanel as the creative director. He was incredibly edgy with his designs, doing things that he says Chanel never would have done. But Karl passed away this week and he was a legend. We're going to show you why. What's up guys, I'm Alexis with TheTrendy. So for the past few weeks, fans have been a little bit nervous about Karl because he didn't come out and bow at the last Chanel couture show. It was the first time that Karl had not come out to bow after one of his Chanel shows since 1983. So here are a few crazy things that you might not know about Karl. In 2013, he said that he actually would rather marry his greatest companion, his cat, which is his Siamese cat, and she actually has a Twitter following of 50,000, and she has an Instagram where she is always posting little things like the depression that sets in after realizing that daddy Karl Lagerfeld didn't get me the Spice Girls reunion tickets that I asked for. He once used strippers instead of models for his runway show, which really ticked off Vogue's Anna Wintour, and she walked out of the show in 1993. Karl loved fur in fashion, though he refused to wear it himself, which always had PETA kind of at him. They didn't love the fact that he was always using different furs in his designs. One time they tried to throw a pie at him, but it actually hit Calvin Klein instead. So let's get to his amazing designs. We're gonna start with Lily Rose Depp, the daughter of Johnny Depp and Vanessa Paradis. She owned the runway in Chanel's Spring/Summer 2017 line, and Lily Rose stole the thunder right from Kendall Jenner and Gigi Hadid, who were also walking the show. In her pastel pink wedding dress, no one could stand up to her. The dress was belted perfectly to show off her tiny frame and make sure she did not get lost in all the frills. At the 71st Academy Awards in '99, Uma Thurman wore a midriff-bearing two-piece dress made by Karl Lagerfeld, which we believe this design was way before its time. You could probably see it on somebody now. Karl dressed Jessica Biel in the 2014 Academy Award, and it was the most beautifully elegant nude dress, perfectly fitted to her form and yet not too tight. The dress had a little silver sparkle pattern on the top, and we loved it. Now let's take a look at a more vintage style. Nicole Kidman wore Chanel by Karl in 2004 to the Academy Awards, and the baby blue sequin embedded feathered look is definitely going down in history. Now they say a good little black dress will work for any occasion, but this one definitely outshines the rest. Julianne Moore wore this black beauty to the 2016 Academy Awards, and it was a knockout. If only Karl were the one designing our little black dresses. So J-Lo always looks flawless, but her 2001 Chanel look is taking the cake. The off-the-shoulder wrap is something you don't see very often, and it makes us think that J-Lo is a true goddess in this gown. Let's take a look at Margot Robbie's dress this year at the Academy Awards. She looks radiant. The cut-off dress perfectly suits her, as well as the delicate off-the-shoulder piece. We are obsessed with this look. This dress was handmade and took Karl and his team over 600 hours to complete. Now some girls aren't as into ball gowns and glamour, and Karl has a design for them as well. He suited up Kristen Stewart in a super edgy round fur for the Cannes Film Festival, and the look was perfect for Kristen, and it's just the right amount of edgy glamour. Now Blake Lively stunned in a beautiful white ball gown by Karl in the 2014 Cannes Festival, and it even had pockets, which is a major win. But what we really love about this look is it's very subtle and shows off her body in an elegant way. The slight glimmer and a belt are so beautiful. This is one of those pieces that really show us Karl's knack for all the tiny details. And it might be our favorite so far. Let's take a look at Rita Ora as she's in a stunning pink and silver sparkly look. The tassels are just the right amount of girly, and paired with Rita Ora's confidence, you really can't go wrong. At the opening of Lady Gaga's Gaga Workshop in New York at Barney's, she chose to wear this incredible Karl for Chanel design, and it works. The look is edgy, elegance, and Gaga all in one. Now we're gonna finish off this lookbook with Rihanna at a Chanel show. This gown is a mix of subtle glam and relaxed, but if you take a closer look, it seems to be just a long button-up. But how in the world is it still so perfect? Karl, he's magic. This is one of the reasons that Karl is such a legend. He can take anything and make it look absolutely glamorous. One of the funniest stories about Karl has to be one shared by Kim Kardashian herself, and so due to his passing, she's sharing it with the world, and we want to share it with you. You see, Karl was also a photographer, and he shot Kim's first major spread ever. Before the photo shoot, a bunch of people told Kim that he usually gifts his photography subjects with a Chanel bag, and so she spent the whole photo shoot waiting and hoping and praying that that was true, and she would get her own personal Chanel bag straight from Karl himself. But it turns out that her mom totally upstaged her and stole the show. So this is what Kim said. During the shoot, my mom showed up to support me, and she was all decked out in head-to-toe Chanel. I'm talking gloves, sunglasses, earrings, and boots and a jacket. I thought she was so embarrassing, but Karl loved it so much that he pulled out a Chanel purse. Not just any purse, but their beautiful crystal Lego clutch, and I got so excited thinking that Karl was going to give it to me, but instead, it goes straight to the Chanel queen herself, Kris Jenner. But luckily, when Kim was on the Harper's Bazaar photo shoot front page with her husband, she finally did get a bag from Karl himself because he was the photographer of that shoot as well. She said, at the end of the shoot, Karl surprised me with not one, but 2 Chanel bags, and I will forever be grateful for such a special moment. My dream of getting a Chanel bag from Karl finally came true. We're definitely gonna miss Karl and all of his trends because he was paving the way in the fashion world. He was and is and will always be a legend. Until next time, I'm Alexis, and we'll see you again right here on The Trendy. Don't forget to subscribe or you'll miss out on things.